we want to do this question that was tested last semester. And one of the concepts that were tested last semester was this concept of what here? Options. And we have started by defining what an option is. And we've said really that an option basically is a financial instrument that does what? It's a financial instrument that gives the holder the right, but not an obligation. The right, but not an obligation. The right, but not an obligation to buy, stroke, do what? Sell. That's an option. And because of these two activities, buying and selling, then we have, ladies and gentlemen, two types of options. We have the put option and we have the call option. And I was trying to define what the put option is. So the put option gives us the right, but not an obligation to do what you're to sell. It gives us the right, but not an obligation to sell a specific, to sell a specified security, to sell a specified quantity of an underlying security at a predetermined rate, at a predetermined what year? At a predetermined rate. So the key thing is that you're putting these things up outside there for sale. So it gives you the right, but not an obligation to do what you're to sell. If you allow me, I'll come and, ladies and gentlemen, change something very small here and call this one here a put option, not a put, but a call option. A call option. And a call option in all this definition, I'm only going to change one thing. Who is that bright student who knows the only thing that I'm going to change here? Who is that bright student? In all these big statement for a call option, thank you very much. I'm going to change this word from sell. I put it what here somebody. I'll come and put what here somebody buy. I'll come and put there buy. I'll come and put there. It gives you the right, but not an obligation to do what here? To buy. Because when you are calling like this, you're not calling somebody, in this case here, comes with his merchandise. You look at them and then you smile like that. That person goes. You are calling this person to buy their things. So everything in this case, when you talk of call option, this gives you the right, but not an obligation to do what you're to buy. But put gives you the right, but not an obligation to do what you're to sell. And I gave you a very good example of a farmer in Trans Nzoia who is selling what here? Potatoes, if you can remember. I told you, of course, I know in this class I'm privileged. I'm teaching millionaires or millionaires to be. If, for example, we have got one millionaire who is doing agribusiness, this person may want to hedge their risks. Perhaps this person has a hotel business in Nairobi. And one of the things that is really disturbing him is this delicacy, which is so bad, called chips. So bad. Don't eat those things. Don't eat them. All right? So in this case here, this person has an issue because a plate of chips in a good place, you'll get a plate of chips going for how much? 200 shillings. Yeah, one packet like that. But how about potatoes right away from the farmers? Potatoes in this case here keeps on prices, keeps on fluctuating. One time you'll get potatoes going for 3,000. Another time you'll get potatoes going for 5,000. Ladies who are in the house currently, a sack of potatoes is going for how much? Ladies who are in this house. Ladies who are in this house, a sack of potatoes is going for how much? Of course, average 3,200 beti years. Sasa niwaulizeni swali, ile siku inaenda paka 6,000, paka 6,000. Utaenda kuambia watu ati hii pesa ni kidogo mnanipatia hii 200 kwa plate. Watakubali kuongeza? Hawezi kubali kuongeza kitu. And that is why as accountants we need to know how to protect ourselves from price increases. How do I protect myself from price increases? How do we cushion ourselves? One of the ways is to go and buy an option. So you go down there straight away to Trans Nzoia, get a farmer who has not even planted anything on their land. Tell them, hey, you know what? I would want us to enter into an arrangement. In this arrangement, I'm going to give you upfront what we call premium. I'm going to give you upfront what we call a premium, right? Like I'll give you, like, say, 100,000 Kenya shillings. This is what you shall use to buy seedlings and other things. And then now you shall plant potatoes for me. You shall plant potatoes for me. How many acres? Perhaps 10 acres. And then we shall now agree. When I'll come to buy these potatoes from you 6 months down the line, I'll be buying these potatoes from you at what price? At a price of 2,000. Listen, listen, listen. I'll be buying from you each sack at 2,000. Now mimi narudi Nairobi na V8 yangu pole pole, I cruise the road, right? Nakaa 6 months inaisha, nashika tena V8 yangu pole pole namna hii, naenda mpaka Trans Nzoia, Kitale, wapi, natafuta la wakulima wangu. Kabla niende kwa mkulima wangu, when I'm cruising around, nauliza wakulima wengine, mmevuna potatoes? Yes. Mnauza pesa ngapi? Tunauza 800 a sack, 800 a sack. Remember, you had written down something with one farmer. How much had you agreed to buy his potatoes at? 2,000. So in this case here, we have what we call the strike price. So we have what we call the strike price. The strike price or the option price is 2,000 bob. But the prevailing market price is what here? Is 800. Now, could you kindly tell me in this case here, what do you think will a prudent businessman do who has been able to buy a Land Cruiser V8? What do you think will such a prudent businessman do? Will you go to this farmer whose potatoes he had agreed to sell to you? Yeah, thank you very much. We shall endeavor to cut costs. We must reduce costs. Ladies and gentlemen, as accountants, we know at the end of the day, we thrive. We become rich through what your sacrifices, through minimizing cost. So that in this case, ladies and gentlemen, I'll straight away call this guy of 2,000 bob, tell him, you know what, my friend, I would really have loved to buy from you, but I've gotten somebody here who is willing to sell to me these potatoes for 800. And now that, of course, the other farmer will become very furious. Some of them will threaten you with a court case, right? So if he takes me to court, do you think he'll succeed? He cannot succeed. Why? Because I never had a contract with him. What I had with him was an option. An option gives me a privilege. It gives me the right, but not what here? An obligation. I'm not obligated to buy from you. If I get a better deal, I will bolt out. If I get a better deal, I will bolt out. Very good. I like what Eva Moore is telling me, that money that was paid up front, the premium is normally a sunk cost, as we shall see in last semester's exam. The premium paid up front is normally what here? Is normally a sunk cost. Thank you very much. Now, from my example, have you been able to understand that concept of you being given the right but not an obligation? Is there somebody who has been able to understand that concept of you being given the right but not an obligation? Can I understand you? Thank you very much. And is there somebody who has been able to see a bigger picture, helicopter style, difference between put and the call? So if they ask you to summarize, put gives you the right, but not an obligation to do what? Put the right, but not an obligation to do what? Sell. Call gives you the right, but not an obligation to do what here? Call. Gives you the right, but not an obligation to do what here? To buy. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I give you some breathing minutes, because I know some of you mmetoka kwa AFR saizi, ningetaka mjue kwamba we have got other classifications of options. Options can also be classified as follows. Options can also be classified be classified as follows. As follows. Options, I'll have to adjust my camera a little bit, but I am so sure you guys must have written this top sentence here, which is not visible. That options can also be classified as follows. We have what we call American. We have American options. We have American options. Number two, we have what we call European options. Then number three, we have what we call Bermudan options. Ladies and gentlemen, number four, we have what we call the real options. Number five, we have what we call the currency, like the one that came last semester, the currency options. Mina kuambia hata jamaa akikwambia atakuoa, you have to be very, very careful. I promise I'll be marrying you after a year. Muulize, is it contractual or is it an option? If it's an option, that gentleman will, ikifika la siku ya kuoa, akipata a better person than you a little bit, he's allowed in this case to do what here? To bolt away. And you cannot take him anywhere. And I want to believe that all courtships in world over are options, really. They cannot be contracts. Yani jamaa ukiwacha ile siku ya harusi mataa namna hii imewaka namna hii, uwezi ukapeleka msichana mwenyewe kotini, international disaster. Utaweza kumwambia ulimfunza, ni option, right? So we have got American options, we have got European options, we have Bermudan options, we have real options, we have currency options. Today I was with a friend of mine, akaniambia ati anataka kuenda Amerika, lakini nikamhurumia. Oh yeah. Hiyo maisha ni ngumu. Yuko mwanafunzi hapa anataka kwenda Africa is heaven. Especially Kenya. I mean, why would I want to go to a country mahali weather ni mbaya? Thunderstorm inapiga, unataka uingie kwa nyumba ujifunike. Inakuwa international what ya uwezi. Hapa Kenya iko sawa. Turudi hapa sasa. So tukisema American, first of all, umeshaandika hiyo yote kweli? Umeshaandika, angalia Felicitas ame let down ati ataenda. Angalia hapa. We angalia hapa. All right? Angalia, umeshamaliza kuandika hizo zote? I can see most of you mnataka kwenda America. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, turudi hapa kwa American options. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what do you know about Americans? Americans are easy people. It's very hard for you to get an American even in a suit. Very hard. They're easy people. Kama say I'm sweating here. I mean, if it was an American, angekuwa amevaa tu t-shirt kazuri namna hii. They are, in this case, ladies and gentlemen, easy people. The same case with American options. American options are also called what here? Flexible options. They are also called the flexible options. They are very flexible options. They are flexible options. Flexible options. I.e. they can be exercised anytime. I.e. they can be exercised. They can be exercised anytime. They can be exercised what here? Anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me very well. If I give you an American option and it happens to be a 30 days maturing option that have given you a 30 days maturing option. So then we have got from day 1 to day 30. Sasa hii ni kitu ya ni kama nini, inaweza kupatia example gani hii? Hii ni kitu ambao ukisikia njaa imekukula hapa day number 5 unauza. It's quite flexible. You exercising, you selling your option and realizing your money is never tied up on the maturity date. So very flexible. Anytime you can get out out of the deal and realize your money. It's an American option. Americans, ladies and gentlemen, I love them even if I don't love their country. I love them because these guys are they are very flexible. They are very flexible. They are very flexible. They are very flexible. No worries. Is it can or can't? American options, these are options, they can be. This guy must be an auditor. How could you see that? How could you see that? So American options, they can be asante sana, can be exercised at any given time. Thank you very much. So can I go to the next one? 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 So we have, ladies and gentlemen, European options. European options. Nakwambia European wengi, they are so rigid. Europeans, that is what African tulichukua hiyo mambo kwao, hata njia tunavaa. Europeans are very, very rigid. So when we talk of European options, ladies and gentlemen, are which kind of options? These are those options, ladies and gentlemen, which are very rigid. They are rigid options, i.e. they can only be exercised. They can only be exercised upon maturity. They can only be exercised upon what year? Maturity. They can only be exercised upon maturity. So if I give you a 30 days European option, hata njai kume namna gani katikati hapa, you can only exercise this thing on the 30th day. On the 30th day. Ni kama kitambo mshahara ilikuwa ni kama ya European. Lakini sasa siku hizi kwa bank tumekuja hapa katikati na kuambia wewe kabla mshahara wako ikuje unaweza ndo ukapata advance. They are making it so flexible for people impoverishing a big what year society. Right? Great. But the most important thing is that you guys, have you been able to understand this? I don't have to belabor so much if you have understood what European options are. Great. Now from there, ladies and gentlemen, patience is a virtue. I like that. Patience is a virtue. Kwa hivyo sasa kuja hapa mwalimu, vuta hii. Sasa sijui kama kuna mwanafunzi hapa ashasikia Bermuda. Unajua wanafunzi wengi yake hawafanyangi research. Hata waangaliange channel serious. Iko mwanafunzi hapa ashasikia Bermuda. Bermuda. What have you ever heard of this Bermuda? Have you ever heard of the Bermuda Triangle? Bermuda Triangle that we can never have even any aircraft, in this case here, passing right on top of it. If you try doing that, utaingia katika kaburi la sahau. Hiyo ndege haitaipatikana, inamezwa. But for us in finance, really, that is not the story that I would want to tell you here today. What I know about Bermuda in terms of finance, we have America here as a continent, we have Europe here, and then we happen to be having Bermuda ikiwa lile tunda la katikati. Hii ndio Bermuda. Yani Bermuda iko katikati ya American na nini somebody na Europe. American na Europe. Yes, America na Europe. Thank you very much. So anytime they talk of a Bermudan option, you are supposed to know that a Bermudan option is a mixed option. Ni kama ile mixed school. It's a mixed option. So a Bermudan option is a mixed option. A Bermudan option. It is a mixed A Bermudan option. Nimeonea Kalonzo sana. Aki amechanganyikiwa sana. Hata ingekuwa wewe ungefanya nini? Msimuita hata watermelon. Yaani anashindwa ataegemea pande gani? Si kawaida, sio rahisi. Saizi mali yako hata kitu na Moses Kuria anakimbia. Amechanganyikiwa. Sio kupenda kwake. But remember, this guy really will be an icebreaker. Anybody who takes him, chances are could easily win this thing. Right? You get the peke yako. So Bermudan option is a mixed option. i.e. it remains rigid for some time. It remains rigid for some time. That means it's a European option. It remains rigid for some time, after which it becomes flexible. After which it becomes it becomes flexible. So becoming flexible means what here? It becomes an American option. it becomes an American option. So ukisikia tu Bermuda, unakumbuka katikati ya America na katikati ya Europe, right? Katikati ya America na Europe. So meaning to some extent, it is exhibiting European characteristics. And on the other side of the coin, it is also exhibiting some American what here? Qualities. Can I go to something different? Can I go to something different? Can I go to something different? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you can see, I can only see user. I can see Betty. I can see Sue. It's like, man, today here were so many. They don't want to talk to me tonight. I don't know why. I do not know why. I don't know why. But you see, boy child, ako under siege. Serious kwa boy child in Africa saizi. Shida sana. Shida sana. Shida sana. So real option. Real option. Boy child is your rice. Unaweza pata mmoja hapa kwa class. Bibi na mongoja msonge coffee. Mimi najua. Mambo yamekuwa mengi. But we shall overcome. So real option. Who can tell me in this case what a real option is? What is a real option, somebody? What is a real option? Who is able to remember? These I've covered with you. What's a real option? What's a real? And remember these things, ladies and gentlemen, the worst thing you can ever do in an exam is to return a paper blank. If I were you, I would use the conjunction, even if I don't know. The conjunctions, nevertheless, however, moreover, to create irrelevant sentences. But at the end of the day, your examiner could easily give you 1 mark. Can even keep on saying a real option, you know what? It's a real option. Nevertheless, it is real. Moreover, I'm waiting for someone to give me a definition. I'm waiting for someone to give me a definition here. I'm waiting for someone to give me a definition. Ladies and gentlemen, real options are those options that are real options are options. These are options. These are options that are embedded. These are options in this case here that incorporate capital budgeting techniques. Capital budgeting techniques. Options that incorporate capital budgeting techniques, more so, which utilizes the NPV concept, which has the NPV concept somewhere. They'll be called real options. Options that incorporate capital budgeting techniques are called real options. And now this, ladies and gentlemen, reminds me that my students here have forgotten that these real options, we used to use some funny things. We used to use D1. Is there anybody who is able to remember the Black-Scholes model? Black-Scholes is quite often quite popular. Black-Scholes. Is there anybody who is able to remember Black-Scholes? Anybody who is able to remember Black-Scholes? Anybody who is able to remember Black-Scholes? When I hear of Black-Scholes, I remember D1, D2, VC, VP. I'll come back to that. So those are real options. And now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. The last one, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the currency options. The last one is what we call the currency options. Ladies and gentlemen, these are those options. These are those options that are used to hedge. That are used to hedge foreign exchange risks. Foreign exchange risks. Please add the word here, foreign currency. Foreign currency exchange what here? Risks. They used to hedge foreign currency exchange risks. Exchange risks. I'm so happy. I promised you a good class, and I can for sure see that this class is going to be very nice, because getting 126 students listening to this man is not something that I should take for granted. Can I go to a different concept? Yes. So then I would that is my work at, don't worry. Don't worry. That's my work. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's my work. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want us straight away to open last semester's question that tested us these things. Last semester question that tested us these things. Last semester, do you have the question paper? Do you have the question paper? Is there anybody who has the question paper? Rogers amesema yes. Is there somebody who can send me the link? Is there somebody who can put the link here? I would want that link for the past papers here so that I can give you some exercise. There is that link to past papers. Is there somebody who can assist me with that link? There is something important that I would want to show you here today. Just put the link here. Put the link here. There is that link. Share screen. That's why I want the Rogers, you are the man. Rogers, you are the man. Rogers, you are the man. It's not opening. Why? You pick it like this. I copy. Great. Great. Great, 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 great. This is 2021. We are overcoming, we are overcoming, we are overcoming. So what I'll do, I'll just read it from my phone. I'll read this from my phone. I'll read this from my phone. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can see Paula crying so much there. She's asking when will these exams come? And then they get to pass. Yeah. So I want to read this from my phone. Okay, so it's December 2021, December 2021. Question number 4, cow, Jaram Limited. Do we have that question, Jaram Limited? Do we have Jaram Limited? Do we have the Jaram Limited? Jaram Limited. Jaram Limited, do we have it? Somebody share it on our WhatsApp. Masi Irungu anasema yes. Mary amesema yeah. Betty yes. Charity yes. Thank you very much. So then I would want us to read this question very fast. Wanasema Jaram Limited, a United Kingdom based firm, bought goods on credit worth $365,000 from a firm in the United States of America. Payable in how many months' time? 6 months' time from now. The company is considering various choices in order to hedge the transaction exposure and has collected the following data. So I can see the data there. Alafu anasema number 1, we give them the amount payable using forward market cover. Forward market cover is the same as the forward contract. Forward market cover is the same as the forward contract. So they want me to come and give them the amount payable using the forward contract. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the easiest thing. The very easiest thing. Su anasema nioni. Mnaniona kweli? Wengine wananiona kweli ama hakuna mwanafunzi ananiona? Tena Su, as long as you want a board. Most important thing in a board. Right? Thank you very much. So forward contract, I would want the amount to be paid. I want the amount in the question. Is there somebody who is able to see the amount in the question? The amount, the cash in this question. The cash in this question. $365,000 US. Thank you very much. $365,000 US. But there is something that is very important that you guys forgot to tell me. Is it a payable or a receivable? This amount, is it a payable or a receivable? You must tell me that. Moreka, John, Atieno payable. Thank you very much. Because we imported goods, payable. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't stop there. If you've been able to tell me it's payable, then you must give me the role of the bank. The role of the bank. Please always imagine yourself to be a very senior person in a bank. Even imagine yourself to be very senior at Central Bank of Kenya. You must put yourself at a very practical position, even if you've got nothing for now. All right. Sell. Don't sell. Yeah, payable. We always do what? Yeah, sell. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, there is this thing that I told you, or typing error. Thank you very much. Always, when you want to know whether it's buying or rather selling, always remember our acronym of foreign boyfriend. Foreign boyfriend buys dinner. Foreign boyfriend buys dinner. A foreigner mzungu hivi will buy you dinner. Lakini ukienda upata hapa mwingine anaitwa Gesabo. Gesabo atakupatia mandizi hapa ya Kisii. Imechemshwa hata saa zingine bila mafuta. Na mambo mzuri. Lakini a foreign boyfriend always buys what? Ya dinner. Silvanus amesema mimi mwalimu mimi siko kwa hiyo. I buy dinner. Thank you very much. I buy dinner. Foreign boyfriend. So my concern is this. This R stands for receipt. And anytime we have a receivable, always the bank will do what? Buy. Always the bank will buy. Any question where you see it's receivable, the bank buys. Payable, the bank sells. Ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. Tumesema payable, the bank does what? Yeah, the bank sells. Payable, the bank sells. I hope umeandika ni full hapa bank sells. Umeandika namna hiyo kweli? Umeandika namna hiyo kweli bank sells? Bank sells. Thank you very much. When do we expect to pay this amount? Have they given us the duration? When do we expect to pay this amount? Have they given us the duration? How many months? 6 months. So now you see, this examiner will give you 2 exchange rates. He'll give you 6 months exchange rate, 6 months forward, and he'll give you the spot exchange rate. He'll give you 2 exchange rates. One of them is the spot. The other one is a 6 months forward rate. Which one should we use here, somebody? Which one should we use? Forward. And specifically, even if he gave me 2 months, 3 months, those are irrelevant. I have to take a duration which coincides with when I will be expected to pay. So I have to use the 6 months forward rate. I have to use the 6 months forward rate. 6 months forward rate. 6 months forward rate. Is there somebody who is able to see the 6 months forward rate? Is there somebody who is able to see the 6 months forward rate? Is there somebody who is able to see the 6 months forward rate? 6 months forward rate, abracadabra. I can see 135.15. 135.15 all the way to 135.15. 135.15 all the way to 135.15 all the way 135.15 all the way to 136.55. 136.55. Thank you very much. But what are they? Are they goats? Are they camels from Isiolo? What are they? What are they? What currency? US dollar per euro. Thank you very much. US dollar per euro. Wamesema pale vizuri, ukiangalia pale kuna euro kweli hapa. Wamesema pale vizuri ni pound wewe. Wamesema pale kuna mara wamesema mahali. Wamesema it's US dollar per pound. Per pound. Thank you very much. US dollar per pound. Saa zingine mimi nakaa mahali nasikia kucheka sana. Hii semester tena for whatever reason, and I had done those questions at ACC. Nilifanya wanafunzi swali za ACC hizo kwa nimekufanyia. Na hizo napata mwanafunzi ametoka mahali tu kwa mtihani, the first person ananipenda, the first person anapigia ni mimi. Ananiambia sasa mwalimu, kusema ukweli ile ulifunza vizuri lakini mimi sikuwa na Kenya. Hata sasa sikuweza kutingiza mkono. Na mwambie ilikuwa ni error, sababu yeye sitaka pia ku mess up na Christmas festivities zake. Mwambie ilikuwa ni error because how would you really expect me to respond really? Right? Because which other language would you want this examiner to use? Amekuambia kwamba this company is based in the UK. So it's you to figure out, ensure that you are wired to think like you are a Briton person, a Briton. Right? So ourselves, straight away we are Britons, and we know that our home currency is the pound, the UK pound. So kwa exam, wewe so long as usipige mwenzako ngumi neighbor, kwa exam unatingiza mkono. Pound iko pande gani? Pound iko pande ile. Pound is on the right side. Na kama pound iko on the right hand side, then you know straight up which one, by the way, between the two will be the buying rate. Which one will be the buying rate? If you have realized, I'm moving a bit fast because I've done this part in my last class. You'll bear with me. So which one is the buying rate? Thank you very much. So this becomes buy, and then this becomes what here? Sell. So could you kindly now take the ball with yourselves? Dribble the ball. Dribble the ball, right? Kick this ball. Tell me what will be the next step here. I would want to see whether, I've given you a very good pass, right? There is no goalkeeper there. And I'm so sure that even without a goalkeeper, there is somebody who will be able to place the ball out. So could you kindly try to score the goal here? What do you think could be the next thing? They are telling me to exchange. I doubt whether that is really convert to pounds. There is something here you guys are skipping. Do you remember payable? You told me the bank will sell. You told me the bank will sell, isn't it? The role of the bank. You told me that already we have that. Okay, no problem. Then let us just farm it up. So come and tell us here that the bank will sell at what rate? Before I start conversion, come and tell me that the bank will sell at what rate? The bank will sell at what rate? The bank will sell at what rate? The bank will sell at what? We know the selling rate. it is 1.3515. Mwingine akaniambia ati mwalimu, mimi napenda kutoanisha. Ati ikiwa imeandikwa namna hii, ati hii ya kwanza ati ni US dollar na hii hapa ati mimi usiniongelesha kama unasema vitu kama hizo. Sasa hiyo ni nini hiyo? Zote mbili, ladies and gentlemen, ni same denominators, ni same expression. So inamaanisha zote mbili ni US dollar per watt ya per pound. Hata hii ni US dollar per watt ya somebody per pound. So meaning that the 1.3515 is US dollar per pound. Now after that, ladies and gentlemen, we can now go ahead with what you guys told me. Now we can go ahead and exchange. So we can now go ahead and exchange. We can go ahead and exchange. So could you kindly help me exchange? Exchanging, ladies and gentlemen, exchanging, you guys are pretty much aware of this concept of exchanging ambao mulifanya primary school. Mlikuwa mnasema 1.3515 US dollar equals 1 pound. How about, how many dollars are we talking about here? How about how many dollars? How about how many dollars? How about how many dollars? How about how many? $365,000, 365,000 US dollars. So when you cross multiply, really, when you try cross multiplying here, you will end up abracadabra having 365,000 times 1 over 1.3515, which will end up giving us what figure? Which will end up giving us what figure? 270,070. 270,070. 270,070. The only thing you guys are not so good at is telling me whether these are donkeys. They are pounds, yes, because dollar will cancel out, leaving me with what here? With pounds. So for the students who did this paper last semester, the ones who are honest enough, were you able to get this question correctly? Were you able to get this question correctly? Were you able to get this question correctly? Please niambie ukweli. Masi anasema yes. Those yeses are very many. If it was like that, we would not be in this class. Mendanganya. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to give you, will I be penalized? Sorry, let me read the charts. No, Liv, you can't be penalized. You can't be. Mwanafunzi ambaye amesema ukweli ni Ryan. Ati mimi nilikuwa nashangaa tu. Nashindwa ni nini hizo. Nilikuwa nashangaa tu. That is a very honest student. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want us to go straight away to the money markets. So for money markets, is there a student who will tell me, Mwalimu, please relax a little bit? We do this one of money markets. Is there any student who would want to do the money market? I give you exactly 5 minutes. Exactly 5 minutes to find the money markets peke yetu. I can see one no. Yeah, yes, let's do it. I can see one no, but the yeses are very many. Let's try. Hata ukikosea, so what? Let's try. For 5 minutes, it's 21:10. I'll put on. I have already marks in my pocket. I love that. From my morning class, already I have something. Sio mimi, sikukua hapo. I don't know what you mean, Ivama. I've always been seeing you in my class. Charity, thank you very much. Just try. What you're measuring in CPA is the confidence. Hata kama uko kwa hiyo darasa, so what? Jaribu. Hata ukishindwa, so what? So I'll come live on camera at 21:15. Thank you. Oh, right, pole. Jaribu kuwa Mkenya. Jaribu kuandika tu. Great. Where are we now? Where are we? Where are we? I'm surprised I've seen so many good answers. You guys must be very bright people. Must be very bright people. Of course, what do I expect? I expect, of course, my children to be much better than myself. Now, thank you very much. 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 Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Once they mention the word money market, once they mention the words money market, what should come to my mind? What should come to my mind? Money market, of course, is a market of what here? Short-term funds, borrowing, lending, short-term funds. Nikawaambia, hii dunia kuna watu wako na akili ambayo si ya kawaida. Kama unafanya kazi kwa banki, you must have, you can bear witness with me that there are people who will come and do what we call overnight lending. Yani anachukua pesa saa 9, banki ifunga tu, anachukua pesa kama milioni 20 saa 9 kamili. Asubuhi banki ifungua 8, amerudisha pesa pale, amepata milioni zile 20, akapata maybe milioni 1 extra as interest for the bank, na bado amebaki na pesa yake. Na amefanya tu hiyo kazi usiku peke yake. So what I always keep on wondering, and these are things you guys should tell me as my students, if you know how to do this thing, what kind of business do these people do? Just overnight, somebody is able to turn around like a profit of 5 million one night. You guys will tell me about that. But the most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that when they talk of money markets, this is what I'm supposed to remember. The rules. Rules of money markets, we know it's foreign boyfriend, buys dinner. And then number 2, we have FPBL. FPBL, in this case, will sell you. A local boyfriend will sell you. I'm telling you. All right? Now, the question is, do we know RILE, what this stands for in full? RILE, this stands for foreign receipt. Foreign receipt, borrow foreign. Foreign receipt, borrow foreign. Inamaanisha foreign payment, borrow local. Foreign payment, borrow local. Tumeandika paka hapo kwanza. Especially RILE. Your screen is blank. Your internet ndio poor. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remember the amount. The amount you guys gave me is an amount of $365,000 US. And this amount, ladies and gentlemen, you told me it's a payable. And if it's a payable very fast, could you kindly tell me the rule that I will use? Am I going to use rule number 1 or rule number 2? Which rule am I going to use? Which rule shall I use? Which rule shall I? It's a payment. It's a foreign payment. So rule number 2 is applicable. So we shall use foreign payment, borrow local. Foreign payment, borrow local rule. Foreign payment, borrow local rule. Now, once I've been able to know the rule, the next thing ni kuchora meza. Kuja chora meza. Chora meza. Na hiyo meza hapana weka madoido. Nikakwambia asubuhi kwa nakumbuka vizuri. Mimi wewe kwako kama unaweka kitambaa juu ya meza, hiyo ni ile njia ya mababa zetu za kitambo. Siku hizi hakuna, siku hizi ni simplicity, right? Unachora tu, unakuwa na meza ya kawaida. Just a simple thing, mahogany table na viti chache na mnaye take masofa set, napata mnaweka sofa set juu ya 5 kwa nyumba. Ya kazi gani? Unataka kuweka wageni wote wapi? So hapana kuja kuweka ati kitambaa juu ya meza, bora mwenye ameweka kitambaa hivi, ushindwe. How do you do that in this era? How do you do that? Ladies and gentlemen, from there, mguu ya kwanza Mwalimu meza ni lazima ichorwe, lazima. Mguu ya kwanza tunaandika namna gani somebody? Unasema borrow. Mguu ya kwanza always ni borrow. Mguu ya pili unasema namna gani somebody? Invest. Aya. Wameniambia mwalimu, we are using this concept of foreign payment. Borrow what? We borrow local. So here now we are going to borrow the local currency. Remember, we have got two currencies. We have US dollar and then we have the UK pound. UK pound. So which one between the two is your local currency? Remember, you're reasoning like a Briton. You are not a normal Kenyan here from, right? The UK pound, isn't it? Because the company is based in the UK. So here we have local is the pound, like that. Local is the pound. And then now we shall invest the other currency. We shall invest the other currency. The other currency, ladies and gentlemen, here is the dollar. And then in between here, ladies and gentlemen, we have a convert. And normally in the money market, we normally convert at what? Who can tell me this? And I need to send somebody right now 300 shillings. It's Mesh, who was the first to shout there. Mesh, could you kindly put your Safaricom, put your Safaricom number there, Mesh. I send you some money. Mesh, you are the first one to mention. Mesh, weka number hapo. So it is 0719. I have to share with you some of these monies. 0719 385 0719 385. Imepotea. 0719 385 339. So I've given you 600 shillings. 600 shillings. Utapigia mwili pole. Sababu umejua mambo ya money markets. Mesh. Imekuja Mwita. Kwani namba gani? Ama unaitwa Mwita Mesh. Great. Thank you very much. So we are going to convert here at what here? At spot. We're going to convert at spot. We shall convert at spot. So are you able to see the spot rate? Are you able to see the spot rate? Are you able to see the spot rate? Are you able to see this? If you look at the question very well, the spot rate is given. The most important thing that you're supposed to remember is that under money markets, is there a problem? Under money markets, we always use what here? We always use spot rate. 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 Aya, na spot rate wametupatia pale, wamesema ni 1 point. Wamesema pale ni 1 point. Wamesema pale ni 1 point. O tumetuma wrong number. What do you mean? Yeah. What happened? Ilienda kwa nani? Nani aliweka namba yake hii namba hapa? Muachie, nitakutumia yako. Hata tumalize swali, nitakutumia yako, muachie hiyo. Hiyo muachie, nitakutumia yako wewe. Relax. Nitakutumia yako itakuwa kubwa. Relax. So ladies and gentlemen, come here. Come now here. So the spot rate, they have given us the spot rate. They have given us the spot rate. So the spot rate is 1.3648, 1.3648, 1.3648 to 1.37, 1.3722, 1.3722. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen. This is US dollar. This is US dollar per what year? Per pound. So where is our home currency? Where is our home currency? Our home currency, ladies and gentlemen, is the pound, this side. So it is this side. There is somebody who needs to mute. Home currency, feedback noise. Mute, guys. Kuna kitu hapa nataka tuelewane. Okay, so I've been able to mute now everybody. I hope that is clear. Let's now really focus on this. Let's focus on this. Are we okay now? Are we comfortable? Are we comfortable now? Yes. So everybody now is concentrating on this. Everybody is concentrating on this. Don't even think of the money that went to Silvanus. Don't think about that. Especially if you're a lady here, the next present will be yours, because I also have to give ladies. I have daughters. I have a daughter. I have to give them also. It has to be gender balanced. But remember, for you to get this, you must ensure that you are very fast, because I'm going to ask very easy questions. Very easy questions. So remember, our home currency here is the pound. Pound iko pande hii, kwa hivyo namaanisha ndio buy. Na hii ni gani? Somebody sell. Now, ukaniambia the rule to be used. The rule to be used is foreign boyfriend. No. It's foreign payment, borrow local, and the local boyfriends in this case here sell. They are people. They sell. 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 They sell their girlfriends. Nafika mahali nakwambia sawa yapotea. International disaster. Quite sad. Local. So, ladies and gentlemen, what you're supposed to remember here is that we shall use the selling. If you're using rule number 2, it is the selling rate which will be used here, which is 1.3648. 1.3648, 1.3648, 1.3648 US dollar per pound. US dollar per pound. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there is something that I would want now to get here from my sweet, sweet, sweet ladies. Investing the dollar rate. Ningapi? What is the investing dollar rate? Wa kwanza ni nani? Investing dollar rate. Na alikuwa wa kwanza kupata. Na alikuwa wa kwanza kupata. Na alikuwa wa kwanza kupata. Na alikuwa wa kwanza. Wacheni kuandika mingi. Tutafuta tu wa kwanza peke yake. Wa kwanza ya dola. Yoni nilijua mtapotea kidogo ya dola. Na alikuwa wa kwanza kupata. Na alikuwa wa kwanza kupata. Hii game ni noma. And you see, we can't give a lady 600 shillings. We have to give a lady more. So how much do we give to Bila? How much do we give to Bila? How much do we give to Bila? We can't give a lady 600. What will 600 do to a lady? $3K, double, 10K. Shame. You're not serious. Shame. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So turudi hapa. So Bila, utanitumia namba kwa WhatsApp yangu, personal WhatsApp Bila, then I'll be able to sort you straight away. And please mfungue macho nyote. Kila mwanafunzi hapa anafaa apate zawadi leo. Kila mwanafunzi hapa anafaa apate zawadi. Kama Livy amesema kwa birthday, lakini hiyo kuwa na birthday lazima upate hesabu. Lazima upate hesabu. Haya, so tukuje hapa tuende straight away interest rates. So interest rates, umeona hapa ni borrowing pound. Borrowing pound nikiangalia nilikuwa na nani akona shida. This friend of mine alikuwa ananiandikia message akaniambia mwalimu akona shida na borrowing rate. Wamekwambia borrowing rate sterling pound 14%. 14%. Right? Alafu investing rate dollar. Investing rate dollar is 9%. 9%. So we have here 14% times what over what? Times what over what? Times what over what? No, it's that lady who got Bila. Bila, please don't confuse me. It's Bila who got it. So Bila should be able to get that money, which you shall agree with yourselves. We shall agree with yourselves. And because Shem mentioned something like 10,000, I'm so sure Shem wants to help me reward Bila handsomely. Yes. So please give me these figures now. Karo Mutinda amesema 1.07. Usiround off sana. 1.07 unasema 1.07. How about this one? How about this one? 1.045. 1.0545. 1.045. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please talk to me here. Talk to me here. Talk to me here. Now, after we have done this, what will be the next step? What if it was? What would we use for borrowing? and investing. Hiyo nusu unajiconfuse ukianza kuenda hiyo style. Hiyo ni style ya Mayom. We hide the money, right? So how much are we talking about? How much are we talking about? Lucy, I'll do another question. Sasa tuna reason I'll do another question ya kureceive, eh? So $365,000 ama nini? US dollars. So where do I put these US dollars? Ziko pande. So itakuwa 365,000 US dollars. Now, 500 shillings for somebody will tell me up, divide. Na alikuwa wa kwanza kusema divide. So up, divide. So ebu chukua up, we always divide because this future value up, we want a present value. So 365,000 divided by this 1.045 gives us what figure, somebody? Susan Ushap. Aha. What are chap son? Up always divide. Up always divide. Up always divide. Up divide. Up divide. So you're getting 349,282. 349,282. 349,282. 349,282 dollars. Now, from there, ladies and gentlemen, please tell me the figure that I should put here. Tell me the figure that I should put here. Atino amesema ni 255,922. 255,922 pounds. Hii figure wamepataje hii figure? Unajua katikati kuna convert. Na hii convert useme kani kumultiply na kudivide, kuconvert watu tunafanya kimother tongue. Yaani ile mdomo ya mama yangu Mary. Mama yangu anaitwa Mary namna hiyo. $1.3648 equals 1 pound. How about this money? So hapo unakuja unaweka 349,282 equals. Sasa una cross multiply. Unasema this times this divided by this. Yeah, a person called Mary here should get my present honestly today. So this times this divide. That one is automatic. Even if you don't get anything, it's automatic. You're my mother. This times this divided by this. That's how we got it. Yes, that's how we got it. How about going down? Going down, what should we do? Multiply. Down, we multiply. So please multiply for me here. We have this times 1.07. This times 1.07 Levy. Anasema 273. Now Levy should get a present. But now problem Levy, vijana wa siku hizi hata huwezi jua kama anasema ukweli akaona birthday ama ni uongo. Huwezi jua kama anasema ukweli. Sasa nitafanya aje nijue Levy? It's very easy. Levy ukinitumia ID card yako picha mbele tu hapo maana inaonyesha birthday na iangukie leo, straight away unakula hata 600. Kwani iko namna gani? Straight away. Na usikawie sana nitasema umefoja. Aya, pounds. Thank you very much. Great. Now, please circle this. Birthday yake ilishaenda kule. Thank you. So, sasa nimerudia money market mara mingi sana. Na mimi nataka niambie kutoka leo mpaka siku gani yoyote. Mpaka sitawahi fanya money market tena. Hii ndio ikuwe swali ya mwisho kabisa. Hii ndio ikuwe swali ya mwisho kabisa, apart from videos, hata block release sitawahi fanya money market tena. Great. Well understood. Mwisho. Hiyo sasa kuisha. Yaani kama hujaelewa money market hii mazoli nimefanya plus ile video nilikutumia, sasa ukuje tu for special prayers. Ukuje paka kwa studio, piga magoti chini, nitakuwekelea mkono. At times some things are solved with what here? Through prayers. Prayers work. So we go straight away. Please do one. Niko sawa, just revision. Thank you very much. So we go now straight away to we go straight away to part 3 of this question. Part 3 of this question, which now should be able to do what here, to take us straight away to what we call parity, interest parity, like that, etc, etc. So we go to Roman 3, where they want us to use what we call the currency options. The currency options. Currency options. Currency options. So currency options, like that. The video. Oh, by the way, as I keep on saying Stefania Tena Money Market, I would really want to empathize, put myself in the shoes of very new students. I'm so sure there must be somebody here who is coming to this particular class for the very first time. The only thing perhaps I've been able to see is Mwalimu giving out money. We have not been able to see anything, right? Apart from money. I really empathize with you, and we are together with you in this game. I'll be able to create more time now that nitakuwa nakaa kwa studio for 4 days. Mkiniambia kama asubuhi mwalimu amuka, funza about this thing, mimi naamuka, mimi sipendi kulala sana. Iko wanafunzi wageni kabisa, wale ambao wameingia leo siku ya kwanza kabisa. Siku ya kwanza kabisa leo ndio imekuwa siku ya kwanza kabisa. Iko kweli ama kama Charles? Kama Charles. Yeah, Charles, I'm so sure I've really harassed you tonight, but trust you me, this is a simple concept. Nikifanya swali lingine moja mbili na wewe utajua sana. So mtaniambia kama nataka tuamke hata kesho asubuhi, I've got no issues at all. Now, currency options are very good things, very easy things, very easy things. Ana Mondi pia ni mgeni, hata Nelly J. Kumbe ni wageni ni wengi. Wameweka mkono juu tayari. Wageni ni wengi. Wageni ni wengi. Great. So ladies and gentlemen, what I would second day, hata wewe ni mgeni bado, hata mimi. Hapana, Abdul wewe ni mwanafunzi mzee wa kitambo sana. So I would want to do these currency options, but I would request for a 3 minutes break. We freshen up a little bit. Na please kila mwanafunzi hiyo 3 minutes break, naomba zaidi kila mwanafunzi amuke, una stretch. Kama mimi hizo 3 minutes, niko na skipping rope. Niko na skipping rope hapa 3 minutes. I'll be able to skip like how many times? 20 times. Nikija hapa yani una fly. Namna hiyo 5 minutes, yes. Hata kama lesson karibu ishe, it's important to take that break. Otherwise utashika chochote, and yet the concept is very easy. So shall come back at exactly 21:45 East African time. Great. Are we back? 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 It's time. Yes. Great. So Bila, I hope you have seen your 1,000 bob. Bila, I hope you have seen your 1,000 bob. Back sleepy. So I told you guys to practice. When you come back, then it's sleepy, and you're a young man. I'm a mzee who has come back energized. Fresh now. Yes. Yes. So now people are fresh, and because we don't have advanced financial reporting, now we can go all the way up to 10:30. Deal? 10:30 deal? 10:30 deal? 10:30 deal? Yeah, no. Sealed. No deal. Okay. I respect. No. There must be a reason. Tomorrow is a working day. Hatuwezi enda mpaka 10:30. Tutamaliza haraka sana. Sasa hapo ametupatia story ya option. Wametupatia story ya option. Mimi wakinipatia story ya option usema ukweli. Na hapa sasa kusema ukweli kabisa, hapa ndio iko pesa. Usitamani ile pesa nimepatia sijui Bila, ingine nimepatia ule mwingine ule Kesabo, ingine sijapatia mwingine. Hapa hii kitu kishika. I can see somebody walking today to their bedroom with 5,000 Kenya shillings today. I guarantee you. Are you ready? Are you ready for that money? 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 Are you ready? Unajua hapo sasa lazima ukuwe na vidole ambazo zinaandika haraka, sababu hapo sio mambo na ujinga, mambo na kujua. Hapo ni mguu niponye. Hapo ni mguu yako niponye. Are they ready? 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 Are they ready for options? Great. Great. Oh, share equally, mwalimu. No, that's not a good idea. I don't like that idea. That's a bad idea. Sasa kuja hapa. Sasa sikiza. Wewe so long as uko na masikio mzuri sana. So long as uko na masikio mzuri sana, hapa straight away umeponyoka na pickup. It's like Omo pick a box. Now I can't see my question paper. Yes, I can see it. So we are told here the currency option. So what have they told us about currency option? I have to start by reading from the beginning up there. Jaram Limited, a UK-based firm, bought goods on credit worth $365,000 US. So meaning that Joram Limited will pay. Joram Limited will pay what year? Joram Limited will pay $365,000 US in 6 months' time. Now, please listen and listen to me very well. This company called Joram Limited, do they have this money with them? Remember, this $365,000, they are US dollars, they are foreign currency. They don't have this money with them. What I know is that they have their home currency. They'll have to walk to the bank. And they give bank their home currency to buy. So they'll want to buy. So then, gentlemen, in this case here, Joram, therefore Joram will buy $365,000 US and give like what we call sell their local currency to the bank. Nataka kidogo mnisikize. Katika options, tunatumia jina sell. Katika options, we shall be using this word what here? Sell. Listen, I'm so sure here, all of us, tumesha import gari. I'm so sure hapa, kuna mwanafunzi import gari hapa, sisi wote, tume-import gari. So ukienda ku-import gari today, those guys would want dollars. And yet in your pocket, what you have is what here? Kenya shillings. Or in your bank, what you have is Kenya shillings. So then what do you normally do? You'll have to approach your bank and tell your bank, hey, I'm in need of what here? I'm in need of dollars. So when they give you the dollars for purpose of wiring this to the car seller, you shall be giving them what here in exchange? You shall be giving them your Kenya shillings. So in options, this gesture of giving them your home currency, we shall be making an assumption that you are selling your home currency. Listen, you must define whether what you have is a call option or a put option. And this is how we get to define. This is how we get, if you understand this, you have 5,000. Please be very keen with this. Be very keen with this. So here, we shall need to buy this for purposes of paying our creditor. For us to buy this, we'll be required here to sell our local currency. So you always work with the action of your local currency. You always work with the action needed with your local currency. What you've told us is to sell the local currency. Sell the local currency. Sell the local currency. And the selling, so in this case here, action of the local, let me repeat this because I would want everybody really to be a winner. I would want everybody really here to be a winner. So the action with the local currency. The action with the local currency. So the action with the local currency is that we are selling it, i.e. buy put options. Buy put options. You see, sell means what here? Put. I would rather not teach anything tonight, but repeat these things severally until students are able to appreciate it. So as I throw my 5,000, how I wish it was in terms of dollars, how I wish I was a rich man. If it was to be in terms of dollars, I mean, I would be very happy. So as I throw my 5,000 Kenya shilling toughest question. All right. I would want to know whether there is somebody who has been able to pick this concept. I want to throw my question around. Wamesema no, wengine wamesema yes. I want to throw my question around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me very well. Listen. If, for example, and this has really happened to me severally, I know most of you, when you will become so much blessed, you will remember Mwalimu, especially those of you who are thinking that there is something nice in America. So some of you will go to America, and after some time, they'll remember this man from Maragua. They call me, you know what, Mwalimu? We shall give you 6. We shall give you, so in this case here, J. Aura expects to receive US dollars 10 million in 6 months' time. 6 months' time. In 6 months' time. Okay. I've decided to use J. Aura because all of us know that this guy here is a Kenyan. With what here? Of course, Kenya shillings. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me very well. This money I shall receive the US dollars. How many of them? 10,000. So I shall get 10,000 Kenya shillings that has been sent to me by who? That has been sent to me by Nelly J. Nelly, that is a promise. When you go to America, Nelly, please don't forget to send me this when I'll be a bit old. 10,000. It's about $1 million bob. You'll be having surplus. You'll be having surplus. Yes. So $10,000. So when Nelly sends me this money, I'll stuck this money in my old suitcase. And then I walk with this money to Equity Bank, place the money before some teller. So in short, myself, don't look at this thing from the money market forward contract. No. Myself, as an individual, what am I doing with respect to these $10,000 as I'm placing them on the counter there? What am I doing? As an individual, I'm selling. So I will sell 10,000 US dollars, 10,000 US dollars. Remember, in options, it's about sell and buy. So if I'm selling something, I must be buying something. Who can tell me, what will I be buying? What will I be buying? What will I be buying? So in this case here, I will buy Kenya shillings. I'll buy Kenya shillings. So for you to be able to tell whether you're going to buy a call option or a put option, you look at this in the context of your home currency. So in the context of my home currency, I'm buying Kenya shillings. And we are the ones who say that buy is what type of an option. Buying is what type of an option. It's a call option. So in short here, J. Aura, for purpose of mitigating the risk, J. Aura will buy a call option. Will buy a call option. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the question that was supposed to give you guys 5,000 Kenya shillings. So I want to know who was the very first person to get this right. Please remember, this thing doesn't lie. You can always scroll back and be able to see who made this argument first. Who made this argument first? Please move on very fast. Lucy says, me. I think it should be mesh keep. Should be mesh keep. Great. So give something to the first 10. I think that's in order. So then these first 10 students, in this case, to inbox me their number. The first 10 students, to inbox me their number very fast, so that we can reward them. At least 500 will be a bit fair. How I wish I would have I would afford something for the 123. Stephen, how comes you're not participating in this exercise, Stephen? How comes you're not participating in the exercise? Repeat that thing again briefly. So it depends, ladies and gentlemen, on really what are you doing with the home currency? What are we doing with the home currency? What are we doing with the home currency? Right? Ladies and gentlemen, remember here, if, for example, I want to buy a car, if it's a payment, listen, if it is a payment, if it is a receivable, if it is a payment, what do we do? It's very easy. If it's a payment, what do we do? If it's a payment, normally, it becomes, even from the bank's perspective, payment is sale. Payment is sale. Receivable, in this case here, receivable is what here, somebody? Receivable is buy. Receivable is buy. So ukienda kwa swali usikie ni swali la payment. Swali la payment, unajua straight away ni sell, and the sell is what here somebody, sell is a put option. Receivable becomes automatically what here, a call option. A call option. The moment umejua could distinguish the two, where you are at home, you will never have issues. However, for a bright student, hata ukishindwa could differentiate between the two, you will still end up getting all the marks. Why? Because a bright student knows the concept of scheming and giving out two solutions. The one of assuming. Unasema assuming J Aura bought a put option. You do the analysis paka mwisho. Alafu unaweka line katikati. Assuming J Aura bought a call option. You will never go wrong. 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 Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think if we start from there in our next class, it shall be okay. Having given back out the background, the other areas, sitakuwa rahisi sana. Otherwise, it has been a pleasure hosting you tonight. Bye-bye. 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 Great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 8 out of 10. Now they are rating me. 8 out of 10. AFR iko hapana. Tulisema Tuesday because uko na marathon. Tusifanye Tuesday should be the only day. Let me just mute the recording.